Yes, so good there, and welcome to Talk Your Talk again. Now, this video will be a very short video, okay? And as you can read it there, it said when we break the laws of Yah, we are punished. Yes, we are. Whenever we do something that is not right in the sight of the Most High, or we violate the Most High instructions to us, if you recognize it that you made a mistake, right, and you feel very sorry about it, then you go to him and you ask for his forgiveness. Then he would forgive you if you are genuine. And you will not get punished for it because you acknowledge that you had done wrong and you are sorry about it, so there is no need for him to punish you anymore. Right, individual. Collectively, we as the chosen people of the Most High Israel, we usually violate the Most High laws. We usually do that. And when that happens, he usually punishes us collectively. Yes, the Most High usually punish us in a bunch. Alright? And he doesn't actually punish you like that, like because one person do it, he just decide to punish you. The Most High don't really work like that. Now what happens is that the Most High will look at every individual and their works and what they do. And it always goes with the same way he dealt with Sodom and Gomorrah, right? He said that if he could only find one righteous man or two righteous men inside it, he will save the city. But then he haven't found any. So as a result of that, he had no choice because that is just wickedness he have to destroy. So what happens is that he deal with us in a manner that when he look at our community, he realized that our whole community is in apostasy, or we are involved in idolatry, and everything that the heathen throw at us, we grab it up and we gobble it up. So once he realized, give us time, and he realized that everybody is on the same page, he just punished everybody, give you some slavery. And he give you in such a dread way that you will have to return to him, because that will be your only salvation. Currently, at this time and age, now that we are here, believe you me, the Most High is not collectively punishing. You see, what is happening is that every individual as it is right now in this wilderness is responsible for their soul, right? And the best thing that we can do as a people is to love each other, because we already had the commandment from the Most High to love each other, right? So it wouldn't be like on a collective basis right now, because right now we doesn't have a king, we doesn't have a priest to regulate anything. You understand? You have to be aware of that. So it's up to you, the individual. And if you, the individual, seek the Most High, you study and show yourself approved, and you seek the Most High, then what would happen? Another brother will do the same, right? And then the body start forming. You see, that is how the body will form. The body will form in parts. Everybody got their part to play. You see, it's not like a pastor coming and preach or push a set of things down your throat. You understand? So that is how it is operating right now. So it takes an individual to recognize that he have to be serving the Most High in the right way. And if you serve the Most High, you understand, and you have it correct, and the next person who you don't even know have it the same way as you, then it's something you have to look at, and then you realize that the spirit start working within you guys, within us as a matter of fact, and then the body start building. You see? You see that body that was destroyed, you understand? It have to be rebuilt. Okay? And it could be rebuilt by many, it could be rebuilt by a few. But it have to. It's a must. Okay? So if, as I was saying initially, that we get punishment, and when we get our punishment, we have to sort ourselves out with the Most High on an individual basis. You must have this personal relationship with him. That's the way he'll be able to graft you into that body. You understand? You have to go to him individually. Right? And because when he punish everybody. And everybody is in the wilderness. And I know what a wilderness is. Everybody is scattered. Every man for himself, basically. You have to look out for yourself. That is where we at right now. And that is how we have to be trying to follow the rules that the Most High set out for us. So at least in this jungle, we can come together again as one body. But that is our punishment. We have our punishment because of the wrong we do. And anything we do in this place here now, we will get our punishment individually. So that means Tom is not paying for Paul now. You understand? Everybody already paid for everybody, so it is up to everybody's choices now to make their own decisions, so nothing will happen to them in person right now. It's not a selfish matter. Remember, you are working individually to form yourself back into the body. That is what you have to be doing. That is our punishment. Our punishment always designed, right? And that will be the last time it will be like that. It's always designed for us to check ourselves. And most of the time we check ourselves, we be on the straight and the narrow, and then we go crazy again, then back into slavery again. Back into punishment, back into problems. That is how we are going. These days, right now, it is the worst time we ever had. You understand? This time around, this past 400 years and more, it's the worst we ever had. Right? And this is the last. Remember, it's not like all over again, then we'll just free you from this bondage, and then you'll go back and commit sin again. No way. This time, if you don't pull yourself together, you're going the way of the heathen. And you see the heathens, you see they prospering and they happy. You understand? Their judgment will soon come. Right? You know, like when I read Psalm 92 and 7, he said that when the wicked sprouted up like grass, that when the wicked sprouted up like grass, and all who did iniquity flourished. All who did iniquity, or all who do iniquity, flourish. It was only that they might be destroyed forevermore. So those who want to do iniquity on the earth here right now, the heathen usually do, and most of our people following the ways of the heathen right now, so they all becomes a whole heathen body. You understand? So if you want to commit iniquity to achieve vanity, like how Nestor said, right? If you want to do that, then good luck with that. Because let me just tell you something. Most people, most of us, you see, we mightn't be excelling in wealth and material things and stuff like that. And you might be excelling in wealth and material things. You think that you're better than people who has not materialized, themselves or their lives in ways like you do. You understand? Now, You might think because of the materials and stuff you have, you are better than anybody else. You're not better than anybody. It's your destruction you are heading for. So you're enjoying your heaven right here. You understand? I remember, and I would always say that I am not saying that if you have wealth or if you have a lot of money or whatever it is you have, I'm not saying that that makes you a heathen. I am not saying that. So don't think that I am saying that. But what I am saying is that when you all have your wealth, and when we have wealth and we have material things and we have everything and we worship it as though it is our Elohim. You understand? We base our status in life based on what we have materially. You base your rank and everything on what you have. So if you have more money than somebody, you feel you're better than them. You have more houses than them, you feel better than them. You have more cars, more cars, new word in tongue. You have more cars, right? You think that you're better than them. You understand what I'm saying? No. You automatically become a heathen. Because that is what the heathens do. The heathens go in everybody's land and rob them and kill them just to accumulate their wealth on the earth. You understand? But I will tell you this, that the heathen does get destroyed in a moment. You see, with all the gladness they have, all the so-called happiness they have, enjoying wealth and stuff like that, when the destruction comes, it comes suddenly, right? And I'm not just saying that just like that. The Psalms tell you that too, how they are destroyed in a moment. They are utterly swept away by sudden terror. So when everything is nice and dandy with them and they feel everything is just okay, everything just well fixed, they're happy like that. Destruction. You see? Destruction. And that is how the heathen get their punishment. They get their punishment all in one day. You understand? You remember the parable in the Holy Scriptures about this guy. This guy had all these big barns with wheat and goods and stuff, And then he do so and he said, that night, he said, look, I have all these barns and I have all this wheat and these goods and stuff like that. So I will build more barns and I will have all this and that. I will be the biggest man on the block. And he pushing out his chest and everything like that. The most I look at him, he say, you are full because your soul is required of you tonight. So you see, instead of him give praises to the Most High, and with all what he have, think about helping the poor and the needy. You understand? Instead of he doing that, he talking about accumulating everything for himself, like a greedy fool. Most I say you are a fool, because your soul is required of you tonight. So what that means, right? I don't have to read and spell for you. That means he's dead. Waste his time. Because his life is just based on just accumulating material things. Not even giving praises to the Most High Yahuwah. You understand? So we have to be very, very careful of that. Right? We have to be careful in every way. Every day we have to be giving the Most High praises. We have to put the Most High Yahuwah in front in everything. We have to do that. And if you don't doing that, then the Most High will just look at you and say you are a fool. You understand? Most of the time when we get punishment on an individual level, or the Most High put us through a certain struggle. You understand? He puts you through a certain kind of struggle, a certain amount of pain and stress and misery. Watch, that is the only way most of the time the Most High could talk with us, because we are really designed to give trouble, I feel, because it's just like the Most High make us so wonderful, that when we make up our mind to do wickedness, we're doing straight up wickedness, for the Most High to beat us back into shape. You have to treat us like how they treat gold, They have to put you in the fire, They have to pong you, You have to pong you. You have to go through the fire, pong you to beat you back into shape, That is how we does learn. You understand? That is how we does learn. You understand? learn the ways that was designed for us by the Most High. So we have to look at how the slavery was. You understand? The slavery was, I mean, I can't find a word to describe this thing. It was so terrible. Still, you have people that never learn from that. Some people forget about it. Some people don't want to know about it. Some people want to be friends with the enemies because they don't learn. It's the same way the enemy used, you understand, to come and tantalize you and manipulate you and grab you and put you into slavery. It's the same thing they're using these days to grab your land, take your place. And most of us, we can't see that. Most of us, we just blind. You understand? We just blind. So hear this. With this kind of blindness we have, and we are not making an effort. Most of us, we are not making an effort to see what we're supposed to see. Some of us, we know the truth is there, but it's hard to face our face, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to really look at it in the face and say, that is wrong. We're scared to do that. You understand? Most of us, who knows, we get tied up in some form of religion, we get tie up in some kind of politics, we get tied up in some kind of organization, that we are scared to do what we're supposed to do. But then if you're scared to do what you're supposed to do, then one day you will regret that decision. You understand? If you tell yourself, well, you don't want to do that because this person might get hurt or this person might, and you look at it like that, I will guarantee you that one day you will regret, because your punishment will be kind of bad. Because if you do as the heathen, that means you join the heathen band. So then you will get the taste of the punishment that the heathen will get. So when the time comes, your destruction will be sudden. You understand? And then it will be like, okay, if you read Hosea 7:13, he say, woe to them, thy people like you. You understand? For they have strayed from me. Destruction is theirs. For they have rebelled against me. I would redeem them, but they speak lies against me. That is when you're misrepresenting the Most High. That is when you're giving him wrong names. Lying and say his name is Jesus. You understand? Lying and say his name is God. You understand? You're lying. And when people tell you about it, it's like a curse. It's like they curse you. You know? It's like somebody, when people tell you the truth, it's like you feel it's like they're using obscenities to you. Because that is how the evil one program your head. You understand? So the Most I tell you. You understand? He tell you straight up. You're lying. He say, woe to them. And when the Most I say woe to them, he's talking about you. You understand? Right? Because you have strayed. Who have strayed from the Most High? What caused you to be here? It's you. And your strayness. You understand? You like your own thing. You can't settle down and reason with yourself. You understand? So because of that, you will be punished. And your punishment will be great. With the heathen. If you don't pull yourself together, if you don't learn in this here slavery and the slavery, the bondage, the wilderness, if you don't learn in this here wilderness right now, you would never learn again, and the Most High would not have to teach you or tell you anything again. He wouldn't even have to punish you over and over again. He will just give you one big punishment with your heathen friends. It's as simple as that. And then he done with you. And the people who keep the faith, you understand, and stay on the straight and narrow, then that's who you will go with. It's better to have 5 good men than 1,000 idiots running around like fools. It's as simple as that. You see, that is how the Most High looking at it. Let me get the best out of the lot and just end the story. This kind of running in slavery every minute and punishing people. There's no time for that. So we'll just go in that forever and ever and ever, just going on like that. No, the Most High don't function like that. You understand? There's other things to do. You understand? It's time peace come on the face of the earth, because initially it was created for peace and love and harmony, so it is time. You understand? So the Most High don't have no time to be punishing you and sending you in the next slavery again. Which part of the earth he will send you in slavery? Where on the earth he will send you into slavery again? Whereby everywhere you go on the face of the earth is like you are in slavery. Right now. He scatter you all over the place. So you know everywhere. So and anywhere you go, people look at you as like you're nothing. It's because you still have that little curse on you. And it's the absolute truth. So that means you are still in slavery. You understand? So where he'll send you in slavery again. So that's the end of the story. That's the end of the road. You understand? This time around, if you don't pull your act together, trust me, you're going down with the heathen, because the heathen have to go down. The wicked have to go down. The wicked have to burn. You understand? And that's the absolute truth. When the terror comes suddenly, you will be partaking in that. Right? So you have to be very, very, very careful. Right? So I am telling you this because it just kind of reached my heart, you know? Yeah. It just reached me, and I say, you know what? I'll just make this video and just do it one time, you know? Because you see, I've seen a guy, and I was telling him about the name of the Son of the Most High. And he was telling me about his name is Jesus. I said, Jesus, you know, it can't happen. That is not true. You know? So he asked me, what is it? And then I tell him, well, his name is Yahusha. And he was telling me, he was using some basic, some words that it's not proper to say about the Most High's Son, you know? And he claimed to be a Christian, you know? And he was saying some very, very demeaning words. You know, basically, it's just like how the fake Jews and them they have in Israel. All the wrong, nasty things they say about the Son of the Most High. Though they calling him in his Jesus name, you know, and stuff like that. But those nasty things they said is basically about the same thing the guy said. You understand? So when these people say these kind of things, my spirit does move away from them, you know. And since after that guy said that, it's like there is a, to be honest with you, it just comes like there is a chasm between two of us right now. You know, I talk to him because I have to, but it's just like if we are on different planets now. You know, we are on different planes right now. You know, and I personally will say this, that the only way that guy could ever, you know, come back in my sight, you know, like I would like to tell him about the Most High, he have to recognize his sin and ask for forgiveness. I have to know that. But other than that, the Spirit wouldn't allow me to talk with this guy about anything. You know, it just wouldn't, you know. And these people, I look at them as basically devils. You understand? Because I don't think he would ever repent. You know, he would never repent. So that is a devil, right? And Jude 1:10, but these men revile the things which they do not understand, and the things which they know by instinct, like unreasoning animals. By these things they are destroyed. You see? So they are like unreasoning animals. They have no sense of reason. You know, you try to talk to them, tell them something, and they don't know. They don't know. And they just fight it down straight through. You understand? Right there. The scripture basically tell you ignorance of the law is no excuse, you know. You understand? You see, if you doesn't understand, we have a sense of reasoning. And if you doesn't understand, try to find out what this thing is all about before you make judgments and you say what you should not be saying. You see? So ignorance of the law is no excuse. You understand? That is how the Most High know that. The Most High handle it. Because the thing about it is that the Most High give everybody this opportunity. He gave everybody, no matter who you are or where you are. I am convinced that in everybody's life, it doesn't matter which culture you're from, it doesn't matter where you're at. Because the Most High walk in mysterious ways. Mysterious ways. He give everybody this opportunity, this one opportunity, maybe two opportunities, maybe even three opportunities, just constantly knocking at the door. In some way, some form, constantly doing that. So they had this opportunity. You understand? Sometimes people tell them about it, they hear it somewhere, and they look at it like total nothing, and they just continue their way. You see, so that it will be your destruction. So when your punishment will come suddenly. Just suddenly. You understand? When you think everything nice, the destruction will come. Your punishment will come. Your judgment will come. It will come like a thief in the night. You wouldn't know when it comes. It will be just right upon you. And there is nothing you could do about it. So, if you don't know, if you didn't know, at least I point you in a direction. Try to get to know. Peace. Have a good day.